Hey, ladies and gentlemen, how is everybody doing? Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. The time is approaching quickly, and it always does. It comes up on us quick, guys. Um, I'm still battling a cold over here. Can't seem to kick it. It's lasting, it's sticking with me. I'm taking a bunch of stuff. My wife told me to go get an antibiotic. I said no. So I'm dealing with it. I'm dealing. I wanted to get this. This has been something that I've been watching a lot of videos on lately, and everybody's putting out their budget blades of the year. Um, Whatever numbers they come up with, whether it be 5, 10, 7, whatever they think their budget, how many budget blades they have or whatever. I happen to have 10. I have a big list of knives in there. And I really thought this through. I go downstairs and I lay there and I think and think and think. I'm like, all right, go back upstairs. That's one. That's one. Like it took me a while to pick these. It really did. It really really did. And also, my rendition of budget knives are uh, some are doing knives close to $100. To me, in my opinion, $100 for a blade, a knife, is not budget to me. I'm going to show you a couple renditions of what I think budget knives are. And I'm going to get right into it because this is going to be long. I hope not that long. Guys, if you've been following me or watching my channel for any amount of time, this happens to be the Kubey Eris. The Kubey Eris. I got this knife a few weeks ago and cannot get it out of my pocket, cannot stop fondling it, cannot stop looking at it, cannot stop loving this knife. Um, Action on it is superb. Just dynamite with the action. Carbon fiber, real carbon fiber through and through. You got a titanium backspacer, titanium clip, D2 blade, stone washed, great looking stone washed blade there, liner lock. Again, very effortlessly. The action is just beautiful. So now this knife is coming in at $50. I paid $49 for this knife on eBay. That to me is what budget knives are. That is a budget knife right there. Through and through. Should I mention they had this knife also comes with ball bearings. Just a phenomenal piece of cutlery. I like this knife so much I'm going to get another one. That's how much I like it. And I really don't buy a second blade because I think it's a waste of the same knife. But this one, I have to hold on. I have to get another one. That's the Kubey Eris. Here's another one. If you've been following me for any given time, this one's got some controversy behind it. Okay. This is the YX650. This happens to be DH Gates' version of their blade here. The blade was tested apparently by Love Them Knives. It's supposed to be D2 and it was coming back as an 8CR13 MOV. Which, okay, I understand. That's that. And the titanium, they're saying that this is not titanium. This is cheap Chinese titanium. It's not. It's just not titanium. But you know something? I cannot get beyond the way this knife in hand feels, the way the operation is on it, the way the action is. This is what's getting me. The way it's constructed. It's a tough, tough, tough knife. And the way they constructed this knife, I can care less. The reason why I say I could care less is because the money. It's the money you paid for this knife. I look at this knife. I spent $50 for this knife. It's got ceramic bearings, apparently. It's just, okay, it's not titanium, they say. It's not D2. I'll still take this as a budget knife. I can't kick it out. I can't. It's just, I can't get rid of the knife. I mean, the centering is great. It comes out with authority. I mean, it gets out there. Again, everything just, it's good. This is the 650, the YX 650 by DH Gate. It gets in my budget blade of the year. One of my budget blades of the year. This one. Here we go. I got two SOGs in my collection this year. This happens to be the SOG. What is this? This is the SOG. I had the name of it. Aegis FL. This is the SOG Aegis FL. This can be had at your local Walmart for $20. And when I tell you, I picked this knife up, and when I got it out of the package, after I got home from Walmart, I said, oh my God. The action, okay? The smoothness. The looks of the knife is handsome as well. Everything about the knife is constructed just great. $20. $20. This is the SOG Aegis. You can get this in a FRN. They used to make this years ago in an FRN. They were like $60, $80, these SOG Aegis. You couldn't get one under $80. This is coming in. It's all stainless steel. $20 at your local Walmart. And look at the action. I don't even have to touch it barely with my finger, guys, on the thumb stud. Comes right out. It's a frame lock. It's riding on Teflon, which it's smooth. It's just smooth. $20. SOG Aegis. Gets in my budget blade of the year. The Reich. The good old Reich. We know about this knife. Had to make it. The P801. Had to get in there, right, guys? This happens to be the Reich P801 frame lock, anodized blue clip, great looking blade on it, jimping done right. I'm telling you, this thing's on bearings and it's smooth. It is just a joy to carry. Very slender knife. Oops, as I fail it. Super slender knife. Action on it superb. Gets out there in a hurry. This has just got to be in there. It's hard not to put it in there. It's a frame lock, ultra smooth. I think it was $30. This is what I call budget blades. The Reich P801 gets in there. Next up, I couldn't help it. They were running a sale on this guy, Blade HQ. This happens to be the Kershaw Injection 3.5. I have the 3.0 already, and the 3.5 they came out with, and they were blowing them out at $15. Can't help it, guys. This is one that just, with the full flat ground on the blade, with this blade shape, with that full flat, and the way the action is ultra smooth. And the way that G10 is done, and the way this knife looks, look at that G10. You can't tell me you can get G10 on that on an upper scale knife. Look at that G10. $15 knife. Look at that full flat ground blade. Pocket clip, awesome. Simplistic, well done. Positioned well. Everything done right. Look at the pivot. How nice that pivot is. See? For $15, that's not a decorative. That knife doesn't look more expensive. That knife doesn't look like a $75 knife. If not more. Guys, the Kershaw Injection 3.5 gets in there for me. Action, beautiful on it. Everything's beautiful. Just a, what do I say? Here goes one you might not see in a while. Has to get in there. Again, because we're talking budget blades, and when we talk budget blades, $20 knife here. You're looking at a Smith & Wesson Extreme Ops. The knife is just, it blew me away. I got it. I pulled it off the shelf at a Tractor Supply. And when I got this knife out of package and I started to open and close it and I looked at it carefully and I was like, seriously? I was like, the blue anodizing with the speed holes in it just looks handsome. It just looks right. It looks great. The blade shape on it is just perfect. Look at that blade shape. Okay? Don't worry about what it says there, Smith and Wesson. Don't let that fool you. This knife is good, I'm telling you. This knife is really good. For $20. I got to keep mentioning numbers because we're talking budget blades. Look at this knife. You wouldn't put this in your pocket for 20 bucks because it said Smith and Wesson on it. If you close it and you stick this in your pocket, that don't look like a handsome knife. That don't look like more than well more than a $20 knife with them speed holes in it. I love a knife with speed holes, guys. Very, very sexy to me. Very attractive. And again, look at the blade. Are you kidding me? It's a Smith & Wesson $20 knife. And if you, now you can't feel the action, of course, but you don't even, it's like, it's hydraulic. I'm telling you, the knife is great, $20. It almost made it to the very top, a Smith & Wesson knife. Here's another one that came right to the very top of the top for me in 2019. Has to be way up there, way, way, way up there. It almost won it. This one almost won the whole thing, guys. I'm going to show you right now. This is the SOG Terminus XR. What do I say about it? It's got, you could get this in a couple different variants. You could get it in a carbon fiber scales. I chose the red G10. I can show you what that G10 looks like. It's just well done. The action, they call this a arc lock or something like that. The action on this thing, you could sit there and play with this all day long. It's just that good. You could deploy it easily with the thumb, disc, bink, or you could do it with the arc lock here. Guys, the action, it's $50 knife. This is a $50 knife, guys. The SOG Terminus in Crimson Red G10. 50 bucks. Almost won it. Like I said, this was one I had to consider on winning it all for my budget blade of the year. This right here, this blade right here, a SOG, almost won the budget blade of the year for me. Right there. Next up, had to get it in there. The Outdoor Edge. Super nice, grippy, like rubberized scales. But the thing that gets me is the blade. Now you're looking at, it's so smooth. It locks up great. It's a lock back. Look at the blade. You're looking at under a $20 knife. It just makes it into the budget, my budget category. Look at that blade, how handsome it is. Is that not handsome or what? Come on, guys. I got this at my Tractor Supply. That's where I got it. And I mean, you're looking at under a $20 knife. I mean, it was like 15 bucks if I could remember. It was a while ago. Actually, look at this. I just almost clipped my finger off on it. For a lockback? Are you kidding me? For 20 bucks? Let's do it again. Just drop shut for 20 bucks. And it's in rubberized handles. And look at that. You wouldn't want to carry that. Guys, highly recommend this Outdoor Edge. Really, really a good knife. Under 20 bucks. Had to make it into my list. Had to get in there. Alright, guys. Walmart. Here is the CRKT. What is this? The M16 010S. Guys, here's another one. You know, I'm a fanatic for these speed holes. The blade shape, that spear point blade shape. Frame lock. It's ultra smooth. It's very, very, very slender in the pocket. Pocket clip's done great. I like a simplistic, well done pocket clip. This knife is great for 20 bucks. Got the flipper up top here. You don't have to use it if you don't want. Works great either way. Comes right out. Okay, you could either do it with the flipper or you could do it with, they give you the disc here, the thumb disc. Boom, watch it. Simple. $20. They might even be running sales now where they're probably under 20 bucks. But if you're in your Walmart and you let this little CRKT pass you by, you're just not a knife guy. You can't let that go. You can't possibly let that go. It's just a good knife. Slender in the pocket, comes out, works well, well built, feels good in the hand. Great jimping up top here. Look at the jimping. Guys, the knife is good. The knife is good. This makes it. This gets in there. Yes, it does. Last but not least, I had to throw it in there. This is an exclusive to Walmart. They're hard to find now, but they're out there. This happens to be a $10 knife. The reason why I threw this in there, because look at this. It's 10 bucks. All right? It's got FRN scales, okay, which is nice and grippy. They look nice, the scales. Let's zoom in on it. Flipper tab. Look at that blade, how nice that little blade is, okay? Yes, it's assisted, but you don't even care. You don't even know. It's just, guys, I tell you, this is a $10 knife. I'm trying to give you guys renditions of what I really consider budget blades are. You cannot tell me, you're getting up to the $100 realm. You can't tell me that that's budget. I apologize. I mean, that's just my opinion. I mean, some people's money are better, you know, some people has more money than others. But when I consider budget blades, I'm thinking $50 and less. 50 and less. I'm sorry, I apologize. I don't remember the name of this little guy, but I do know it's a Walmart exclusive. And there's a couple reviews on it. There's people picking up on it. Birdshot IV is a big fan of this blade. They love it. Walt Raven, he just did a video on it too, and he likes it. I'm telling you, it's a quality. It's as good as a knife can be for 10 bucks. Yeah, I'll take it all day long. And guys, we're down to my number one pick. I got 10 of them up there, and my number one budget blade of the year is, which is going to be, guys, you know what it is. The Kuby wins. The Kuby wins my budget blade of the year. There it is. You're looking at a $50 knife. You're looking at a great milled titanium clip. The back spacer titanium just looks just so attractive. I cannot get enough of that full carbon fiber through and through. Also, I cannot get enough of the action. The more you use it, the better it gets. I cannot express enough how handsome that blade shape is. Look at that blade. It gets super sharp, the D2. What's bad to say about this knife for 50 bucks? What more can you get for $50? What can they give you? What can they give you? What can they throw in extra for 50 bucks? There you go. What can get better than that? Guys, yeah, it was a battle. Not so much a battle. I had to think about it for a minute, but if the Kuby didn't take it, it was going to be the SOG Terminus. That would have won my heart as the budget blade of the year. This guy right here. Just because the action, the fidgetness of it, the way it looks, you can't ignore it. You just cannot ignore that knife. You cannot ignore that. But guys, let me know in the comments. The Kuby Aris wins for me, guys. Please comment, like, subscribe. It took me a while to get these 10 knives out. I got a lot of blades. I had to think and think and think and think. Let me know what you guys think about these picks. Let me know if I'm far out. Let me know if how off base I am with these picks. Let me know if you would have picked them. Let me know if they're great choices, good choices, dumb choices, bad choices, anything in between. But I'm very curious to hear your guys' input on this. Guys, listen, it's a crazy world out there. Be careful. And like I say, man, please stick with me to the next one. And yeah, I'll be around. I'll be here. I'm always watching videos. I'm out there. I'm in the knife world. All right, guys, listen. Take care. Be careful. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. We'll talk to you guys on the next one. Take care.